Hello guys, welcome to yet another wonderful session of learning with Prep Class. My name is Tutor Olalekan Israel, your Prep Class English tutor, and I am super excited to have you join me in today's session of learning. Now in today's session, we will be answering question 21 to question 25 from the WAEC English 2017 past question. Remember, the purpose of this session is to help you prepare for your forthcoming WAEC examination. So, without wasting much time, kindly take a moment to subscribe to this channel. Turn on the post notification so you can be notified whenever we upload any new content. Alright, let's begin. Now, for question 21 to question 25, we have an instruction, and the instruction reads: after each of the following sentences, a list of possible interpretation is given. Choose the interpretation that most appropriate for each sentence. After each of the following sentences, a list of possible interpretation is given. Choose the interpretation that is most appropriate for each sentence. Question 21 reads: our mother always warns us against washing our dirty linen in public. This means that she wants us A. not to discuss private matters in public, B. to fetch enough water for washing, C. not to soil our clothes, D. to keep our mouths shut. So, which of these options is the most appropriate interpretation for this sentence? Our mother always warns us against washing our dirty linen in public. Now, to wash one's dirty linen in public is an idiomatic expression that means to talk to other people or in front of other people about personal things that should be kept private. So, when you talk about personal things that should be kept private, you are washing what? Your dirty linen in public. So, the answer to this question is option A. Our mother warns us against washing our dirty linen in public. This means that she warns us not to discuss private matters in public. Now, if you look at it literally, dirty linen is a private thing. It shouldn't be taken to the public. It should be kept what? Private. So you are not to discuss private matters in public. Alright. Moving on to the next question, question 22. Let us draw a veil over this matter. This means that we should A. avoid discussing the matter, B. take the matter to court, C. cover our heads with a veil, D. get the elders to resolve the matter. So which of these options is the most appropriate interpretation for this sentence? Let us draw a veil over this matter. To draw a veil over something, over a matter, is another idiomatic expression that means to deliberately not talk about something. To deliberately not talk about something or give any details because you want to keep it private or because it is embarrassing. So you don't want to talk about something. You want to keep it private because it is embarrassing. So the answer is option A. Let us draw a veil over this matter. This means that we should avoid discussing the matter. Let's stop talking about this matter. It's not something we should keep talking about. It's an embarrassing issue. Let's draw a veil over it. Please, let's avoid discussing this matter. Alright, moving on to the next question, question 23. Remember, we had selected the option that is the most appropriate interpretation for this sentence. Question 23 reads: children think their parents are behind the time. Children think their parents are behind the time. This means that they think their parents are A. always late for work, B. not worried about new things, C. old-fashioned, D. not duty conscious. So which of these is appropriate interpretation for this sentence? Children think their parents are behind the time. To think or say someone is behind the time is an idiomatic expression that means not having or showing knowledge of current ideas or styles. To be outdated, to be old-fashioned. This is what this present time is requiring. This is what this present time requires. This is what is in vogue in this present time. But you are behind the time. You are outdated. You are old-fashioned. So the answer is option C. Children think their parents are behind the time. This means that they think their parents are old-fashioned. They don't know what's up. They don't know the latest things. They don't know the latest trends. They are behind the time. They are old-fashioned. Alright. Moving on to the next question, question 24. Remember, we had selected the option that is the most appropriate interpretation for this sentence. Question 24 reads: ever since that issue came up, I have been sitting on the fence. Ever since that issue came up, I have been sitting on the fence. This means that I have been A. Continuously in trouble. B. Sitting alone in the house. C. Walking around to find a job. D. Avoiding stating my opinion. So, which of these options is the appropriate interpretation for this sentence? Ever since that issue came up, I have been sitting on the fence. What does it mean to sit on the fence? Now, sitting on the fence is an idiomatic expression that means to avoid making a decision or choice. It means what? Avoiding making a decision or choice. So, ever since that issue came up, I have been quiet. I don't want to make any decision or choice concerning the issue. So the answer is option D. Ever since that issue came up, I have been sitting on the fence. This means that I have been avoiding stating my opinion. I don't want to join this team. I don't want to join that team. I am sitting on the fence. Let me just keep my opinion to myself. So it won't be like I'm taking sides with any team. Let me sit on the fence. Alright. Moving on to the next question, question 25. Remember, we had to select the most appropriate interpretation for this sentence. Question 25 reads, you must square up to your problems. You must square up to your problems. This means that you have to A. Deal with your problems effectively. B. Consider your problems from all angles. C. Forget your problems. D. Arrange your problems. So which of these options is the appropriate interpretation for this sentence? You must square up to your problems. Now, if you square up to a problem, or if you square up to a person or a situation, you accept that you have to deal with them and take action to do so. You have to deal with the problem. You have to take action. You must square up to your problems. Don't let your problems overwhelm you. Don't let them overpower you. Square up to your problems. You have to deal with the problems. You have to take action to deal with your problems. So this sentence means that you have to deal with your problems effectively. You must square up to your problems. This means that you have to deal with your problems effectively. Right. And with that, we've come to the end of this wonderful session. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. If you enjoyed this video, click on the like button. Do not forget to drop your questions in the comment section. Also, share this content with your friends and loved ones. You can as well check us out on WhatsApp. We are very much active on WhatsApp. Check for the link to our WhatsApp group in the description of this video. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.